If you can hear me, I am not sure why my video is not working. I am just going to have a look to see what's going on. If I have to restart, then I apologize. I'll need to restart. There we go. There we go. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, don't you love technology? Okay, welcome to this week's Energy Insight, Soul Talk Energy Insight for March 25th to the 31st. I am super excited to be here. My name is Jackie Ellis, and I'm from JackieEllis.com. If you are watching, say hello in the comments below and let me know you're here. It's been quite the week. I don't know how everyone else has been feeling, but I have very much felt like, oh, hi, Linda. I have very much felt like I was a hermit. Like I was like going deep in my cave and learning lots of stuff that God has wanted me to learn. And it's been super exciting. I'm like pumped with what I'm learning and the next step of my journey. So, we are in our waning quarter moon as of tomorrow. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? Sorry, Metatron, Metatron would like to speak, like to relay a message through me, but I'm trying to, he wants to do that now. Okay. So before I get into that other part, I will do my new thing. My new thing is to give a message, through Metatron wants to give a message through me, and I use these oracle cards from Amanda Ellis to clarify his exact message that he wants to give humanity. If you aren't familiar with Metatron, Archangel Metatron was Enoch in the Bible, and when he gained his wings, his angel wings, he became Archangel Metatron. And he is an amazing healer. I work with him quite frequently when I do healings for myself and other people. He actually gave me my gift when I opened up that part of my journey. Archangel Metatron, what would you like to say to everyone for March 25th to the 31st? What was the one message that you'd like to share? Very much a divine feminine energy. Which does relate to the week that we're going in, where we're may not be trusting the feminine energy within us. So let's just have a look and see. It comes with this message book to make sure. Yeah, he's trying to relay for this week that it's important to connect with your divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is an energy that naturally flows through us, and helps guide us through our emotional and spiritual journey. Very much helps us balance out our masculine energies when we are not trusting the masculine energy, or when we are using our masculine energies. Our masculine energies are the logical, so our brain, our mind, and our physical well-being. So our mental and our physical well-being. So when we are too much in our masculine, the divine feminine helps us balance that out in some way. She also helps us when we are personally too emotional. She will help us really tune into what is going on with our emotional and our spiritual well-being. She's amazing. She's amazing. Okay, so the divine feminine is very much a silent, strong, and calming energy. It doesn't matter what's going on. There could be chaos all around, or what needs to be done. So the long list of things that you think you need to do. All she is concerned about is offering us a resting space, a loving space where we can really sit with what's important to us, what matters in this moment. She offers guidance and support and love. It's very nurturing energy, very nurturing energy. And it's very peaceful. She's a wise teacher. So she holds this knowledge. The divine feminine holds this knowledge. That is helping us guide us through the journey, and is extremely powerful in helping us manifest what we want to manifest in life. And that is sorry. I'm not apologizing because I'm being told to keep looking. There's more in here. Okay, so I think this is why I was told to not necessarily go through, what I was told is to talk about Metatron's message today. So it very much confirms, okay, so when we are in our upper chakras, which is where we are in for the waning quarter week, the week that March 25th to the 31st, it is, we require our divine feminine, and relying on her for the knowledge and guidance and calming presence that she can bring. She helps us feel like we can take responsibility for our life, feel like we have the knowledge source that she can provide. All we need to do is be willing to trust the information that she is giving us, and be willing to see and be open to what she is willing to provide us for information, for knowledge. Her communication is not only because she aligns with our emotional and spiritual self. Her communication is not only through words. Her communication is in her presence. So if you tap into that divine feminine energy, you will feel her calming, loving presence flowing through you. She's also reminding you that everything passes and nothing is forever. So what you may be trying to tap into for knowledge, it's important to understand that when you are tapping into something for knowledge as to why something is important today, delaying that a week from now, it may not matter then. What may have done, if by delaying that, is you may have actually shifted the timeline so that there is now other things that are being shown to you. And the opportunity for understanding the significance of what you had went through in that moment was right there. So what she's encouraging you to do, what Metatron is encouraging you to do today, this week, is to, when you are feeling something or experiencing something and feeling the pull, feeling the pull to look into something, gain knowledge from Divine Feminine in some way. Divine Feminine is very much your intuition. She is pure potential energy. She holds the knowledge, the universal knowledge from God. And when you tap into that energy or allow yourself to understand the significance of what you're experiencing in that moment, that allows you to be presented a transformation opportunity. But when you avoid her, or when you avoid looking at that experience in some way, you're deciding to go a different route on your own, by yourself, doing it your own way, and not coming together in unity with the divine knowledge that you are being presented. Metatron is encouraging you to allow yourself permission. Yes, he's using the words permission. He's asking you to give yourself permission to explore and get curious about the knowledge that she has for you. The knowledge and gifts and messages that she has that really align with your own potential. What's possible for you in creating this manifestation of a life that you want to love, the life that you are living right now. Thank you, Metatron. Wow. Okay. How do we know we're in the shadow for the week of a waning quarter moon? For those of you that don't have the Light Mastery map, you can download it at JackieEllis.com. It's in the VIP portal. You just sign up and you will be given sent an email and given instructions on how to download it from my website. It's completely free. There's no obligation other than the energy exchange is your email address so that I can know that it's secure. And if you have any additional needs for assistance or ways that you want to contact me for future questions, then you can do so by hitting reply on the emails that I send. And that's how I connect with people on a deeper level. Okay, so powerlessness. So the week of the waning quarter moon is the week of our big visions, our visions for our life, our visions that, you know, God has for us in some way, or our higher version of ourselves has visions for ourselves. It is our dreams, our how we identify within our life, how we're using time. How we are manifesting, how certain we feel about everything that we are experiencing or could experience, and the magic that we're creating in our life when we are truly in our divine power, in alignment with who we want to be. When you're in the shadows, when you're in the powerlessness, there is doubt. This week, there is a preoccupation with things not feeling fair. There is expecting others to fix your problems. It also could be looking for permission to create a life that you love. It is finding yourself complaining that life is happening to you instead of taking responsibility for your own life. It is feeling powerless over time. Not enough time to do this. I don't know how I'm going to get all of this done. If you literally feel like you are lacking inspiration, or you're blocked, or you don't have any motivation to do something, or you are completely bored out of your mind, there is something energetically blocking you from the divine feminine. If you are finding yourself taking life way too seriously, yeah, you might be absorbing way too much masculine energy, or taking yourself way too seriously, or just life too seriously, and that's very much a shadow response. The week that we're in, our time frame, our timelines have shifted. And what I mean by this is the things that we are going through have definitely helped us shift timelines. I have, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, I received messages that certain events were going to happen in the world months down the road. Just at the beginning of this week, on the weekend, I got a nudge to actually look at those events again as far as timing goes. And it looks like the timelines have shifted. They've gotten shorter. We've collapsed time as a collective conscious. What does that mean? It means that we literally were manifesting a life that we want to love. We were manifesting peace and love and more of that in abundance. And the more of us that have done that, the more of us that have created this manifestation and have done the work to make it possible for their own life, it has shifted the timeline, meaning that it has brought it faster towards us. Which means that we may not have to wait as long for this life that we have been envisioning. And I am like super excited. So those of you that have been doing the work, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I know it hasn't been easy. I know it has been tough for many of you, but I also know that you have the ability to shift the timelines even faster by working on your own individual journey and working through what you need, what you're being guided to work through. There is an expansive energy flowing over us now. It's coming in quick. And we are feeling the winds of change, one that has been cleansing, but also one that has us looking within. Lots of looking within moments that are deep within, looking for the deeper journey, looking for the deeper pathway towards our getting to know who we are on an individual basis, seeking new possibilities that are different than what we have been seeing around us, possibilities that are different than what we have been living in our life. Within our mind, we have chosen a new potential for our physical reality. In other words, we have chosen new possibilities that look different than what our life has looked like before, what our life has looked like in the past, what our life is looking like in the present moment. We have chosen a better world with more opportunity, one that has us excited about what's ahead as a collective. For the world, we are ready to strike out in... We are now ready to strike out on a new adventure, doing things in new ways that we have done, new ways that are different than what we've done in the past. New ways of living, new ways of experiencing things. Our manifestations are possible as we listen to our intuition. Joy and abundance is flowing in for us, and as we continue moving forward, it will only get better. There are three messages that I've been given. The first one is, be bold, listen to your intuition, and with well-defined boundaries, you will be able to celebrate new opportunities and accomplishments. I'm going to say that again because it's important. I don't typically talk about boundaries for the week of the waning quarter moon, but there's a reason why this has been brought up, and when I inquired about it, I was shown very clearly what that meant. So, the message was, be bold, listen to your intuition, and with well-defined boundaries, you will be able to celebrate new opportunities and your accomplishments. So in the week of the waning quarter moon, when we are in shadow, when we find ourselves in shadow and there's some doubt there and worry, and we find ourselves like overcompensating for stuff that we maybe didn't need to overcompensate. In other words, like doing more research or doing more planning than we really needed to do, or focusing on other things that really don't matter instead of really what matters. We are too much in our head. The energy's up here. It's our upper chakras. We are too much in our head. or we are communicating with people and we are allowing it to come in and then we just spew it out without letting it settle within us, without letting us allow us to receive those messages and allow it to flow down through to our root chakra and anchor us in to know what feels right. As it flows back up, it flows into our sacral, and that is our chakra to let us know what feels right to us. And when we have healthy boundaries, which is our sacral, we can give ourselves the space in those moments to really understand what feels right, what feels aligned to us, and we can feel that in our sacral. For me, when something feels right in my sacral, it literally feels like butterflies in my stomach. Not in a fearful way. If it's fearful, I ask why it's fearful. Because if it's my own fear because of my ego, that's something I need to work through. But if it's a dangerous situation, then that's not meant for me. That's different. That's different. So I sit and I explore that fear to find out why it matters to me now. As that energy flows back up towards the upper chakras, it's going to go through your solar plexus. And it's going to give you the messages of courage, of empowerment, of yes, this matters, and yes, you can do it. It also will tell you whether or not you are supposed to do it now or if you're going to do it in the near future. Allow yourself to let it flow through your heart. And then back up to see how it aligns with your big vision for your life. If you allow those moments of knowledge that Divine Feminine has for you, and allow it to go through, resonate through you, to understand it fully, you will gain the courage to be bold. You will be listening to your intuition, and you will, with defined boundaries, you will know exactly if it feels right to you and if it is when you need to take action on it. And you will have the courage to take action on it. And by doing those simple things, by listening to those simple messages and allowing it to guide you with inspired actions, you will be able to soon celebrate new opportunities and celebrate the accomplishments that you have done along the way, the steps that you have taken along the way. Number 2, a physical transformation within your life is possible. Shift your perspective from the negative to see that the significance of why the experience matters to you for your journey. Once you see the love messages within, you can choose transformation instead of ignoring or avoiding what matters most. In that moment, what matters most is the opportunity of transformation. You know, there are 7 steps to a transformation process. 7 steps from igniting the desire to creating the opportunity for transformation and receiving the abundance God has for us. And that goes for every single step. It goes through for your mindset stuff, that you're clearing mindset stuff. It goes through physical reality, clearing barriers for that, as well as our spiritual journey. 7 steps. By the time we experience a trigger of some form, we are given, at that moment that we notice the trigger, we are given the opportunity to see the significance of what that means, why it matters to us, what can we learn from that, what's that golden nugget of message that Divine Feminine has for us. What is this one thing? What is this one opportunity for healing and growth and expansion? At that moment when we look at the significance or have the opportunity to look at the significance, we're already at step 5. Step 5. We're almost there. But if we choose not to look at the significance and choose to do it our own way, at that moment, we give up our opportunity for transformation this time around. But never fear. God has our back. And He will make sure that we will repeat that healing opportunity in one way or another. It may look slightly different. It may look very much the same. But the messages will get louder and louder and louder until we are forced till we're begged to look at it for our own well-being. What we are being asked to do this week is to make sure we're not giving up the possibilities of that transformation this week. You've made it this far. Are you going to give it up just to repeat the loop again? Or are you going to allow yourself to see what the significance is, be shown what the significance is, or hear what the significance was? And then allow yourself permission to choose transformation. What's after transformation? Transformation is actual healing. It is the actual healing moments. So it's releasing the old so that you can actually step into the new. What's after transformation is the abundance flowing to you. It's the next step journey that God has for you. It is the gifts that He is waiting to give you. It is the peace and calming presence that you are waiting for when you have lived a period of time in chaos or in pain. Are you going to give up seeing what the significance is of an experience just to repeat the loop once more? Or are you going to choose to see the significance so that you can choose transformation in some way? Number 3. There is a shift of energies happening that is bringing comfort and nurturing support to many. The divine knowledge is readily available to those that trust and believe. So if you trust and believe that it's possible for you to receive this knowledge, it's there for you. There's no special thing that you need to do. There's no special process that you need to follow. It's literally, it is you asking for that knowledge and being open to receiving it however it may be shown to you. If you are finding yourself anxious in some way, or maybe a little bit scared of what you may be showing, but you really want to move through this, what I found is if I actually sit in a comfortable spot, in a place that feels safe and comforting and loving to me, if I allow myself to sit in that space, it makes it easier for me to allow myself to receive anything that God has for me. Receive any messages that He has for me, in that helps me heal in some way. And it may be things that I created the situation by the choices that I made. And allowing myself to see that with open eyes, I'm allowing myself to learn how to do things slightly different, so that I protect myself more, so that I am open to receiving what God has for me even more, so that I learn to trust myself, learn to trust Him, learn to trust the energies that He has flowing through me. When we allow ourselves permission to receive that divine knowledge that He has for us, we learn to know that we are guided along the path. We know that we are supported always. And we know that we are moving through things faster than we ever did before when we tried to do it ourselves. And that's the journey. That's the journey that's possible for us. That's the journey that's possible for us. Thank you everyone for joining me, and I want to send out a huge amount of love to everyone. If this resonated with you, or if you think it would be helpful for other people, please do like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, or tell me what resonated with you. I really would like to know your big aha moments for this coming week. Take care, everyone. Sending you much love. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, be simply you. Take care.